Today, we are jumping right into an explainer on what is, quite literally, the biggest entertainment product in human history. We're going to peel back the curtain and completely deconstruct the high-stakes, decade-long corporate master plan behind Grand Theft Auto 6. We're talking about the insane money, the weaponized hype, the devastating leaked secrets, the groundbreaking tech, and, maybe most importantly, the very real human cost of engineering a cultural phenomenon of this scale. Let's get into it.
Now, to really grasp the massive stakes of GTA 6, we have to look at this absolutely staggering number: $9 billion. That is the estimated revenue generated by GTA 5 since it launched way back in 2013. I mean, for over a decade, it has been an absolute juggernaut. And what that does is establish an almost impossible legacy for Rockstar Games to follow. They aren't just trying to build a fun sequel here, they are facing this immense financial pressure to surpass a product that completely redefined the financial ceiling for the entire gaming industry.
So, let's start with Section 1, the billion-dollar legacy. That $9 billion shadow has birthed a level of corporate pressure inside Take-Two Interactive that is hard to even wrap your head around. A great way to understand this is through the academic framing of the Gartner hype cycle. You see, at this level, hype isn't just an accident, right? It's a weaponized commercialization tool. Research comparing GTA 6's soaring pre-release metrics to other AAA games shows just how volatile this strategy can be. On one hand, you have a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, which managed its hype perfectly. That led to sustained success and an incredible 75 million copies sold. But on the other hand, you have Cyberpunk 2077. Their unfulfilled hype led to an initial collapse, a massive trough of disappointment, and a severely damaged reputation out of the gate. Rockstar knows they are riding a razor's edge here. The higher the hype, the harder the fall if you don't stick the landing.
Which brings us to Section 2, Anatomy of Unprecedented Hype.
So the fanaticism driving this game is totally record-breaking. When the first trailer dropped, it hit 90 million views in just 24 hours. 90 million! That actually earned a Guinness World Record. But that intense level of attention brings some really severe vulnerabilities. Trying to maintain absolute secrecy over a decade of development has proven incredibly tough. Just look at this timeline of unprecedented leak events. First, back in 2021, during that chaotic COVID-era shift to remote work, massive amounts of early test footage leaked online. The community went wild and meticulously compiled all this into a 65-page document mapping out the game's features. Then came the ultimate heartbreak for the developers. In December 2023, YouTube's own back end was breached. Insiders accessed private, unlisted videos, leaking the highly anticipated trailer early and completely robbing Rockstar of their meticulously planned grand reveal. It's a pretty stark reminder that modern leak culture can undermine even the most secure multi-billion-dollar operations.
Moving right along to Section 3, Engineering the Next Decade.
Okay, so despite the leaks, how does Rockstar actually plan to live up to this mountain of hype and keep players engaged all the way into the 2030s? Well, the answer lies in their RH engine blueprint. We are talking about hyper-realistic tech designed to evolve over an entire decade. Leaks documents reveal they're bringing over systems from Red Dead 2. Actually, scratch that. They aren't just bringing them over, they are pushing them way further. We're talking realistic hair growth over time and subsurface scattering, where light realistically shines through a character's ear cartilage. But it goes beyond just looking pretty. The enemy AI is vastly improved. Police will dynamically adjust their shooting stance based on the exact height of their cover. NPCs won't just walk aimlessly anymore. They travel and converse in actual groups. They are building an ever-evolving Vice City map, complete with dynamic weather and complex economies designed specifically to support perpetual online expansions.
All right, Section 4, the corporate master plan.
Building that decade-long ecosystem requires highly calculated compromises in the Take-Two Interactive boardroom to secure up to $6 billion in future portfolio revenue. The absolute crucial point here is the delicate balance between hyper-realism and monetization. Let's compare the visceral dismemberment we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2 with the more restrained violence expected in GTA 6. Think about it. If GTA 6 implemented free-roam dismemberment with rocket launchers in a hyper-realistic modern city setting, rating agencies would likely slap it with an adults-only rating. And an AO rating essentially kills console sales and locks out millions of potential players. To ensure maximum monetization for GTA Online, Rockstar has to safely secure that M rating. So while their tech patents show incredible fluid dynamics and realistic blood spatter, industry analysis strongly suggests the extreme gore will be strategically toned down. It's just too big of a financial risk otherwise.
Another huge part of this corporate master plan is the deliberate shift to a digital-only future. Just listen to this quote from a frustrated user on the r/gaming subreddit.
Imagine buying the physical version on release just to face a 150 gigabyte download. The community faced massive backlash over rumors that physical pre-orders might just be empty plastic boxes containing download codes. But corporately, this is entirely by design. By eliminating physical discs, Take-Two effectively eliminates the used game market. No borrowing from a friend, no reselling to a store. Every single player has to buy the game directly, maximizing the corporate bottom line.
Let's shift gears for Section 5, the human cost of perfection.
We need to pivot from the corporate boardroom to the actual trenches. Because behind this massive corporate machinery, behind those $6 billion projections and the crazy rage engine physics, are real human beings who are facing a profound emotional and physical toll. Quote, 5 to 6 months of workload compressed into just 2 to 3 months. Those are the anonymous reports trickling out of the Rockstar QA office in Bengaluru. Despite previous leadership claims of reforming workplace culture after the highly publicized intense crunch of Red Dead 2, we are seeing reports of a return to crunch culture. Staff are allegedly working until 3 a.m. just to hit their impending release targets. The sheer pressure of matching a $9 billion legacy without repeating the disastrous launch of a game like Cyberpunk 2077, it's taking a very heavy toll on the development teams actually building this world.
And finally, Section 6, Gaming's Ultimate Gamble.
When you synthesize all of this information, you realize this explainer has uncovered a master plan of unimaginable scale. Take-Two and Rockstar are actively weighing $5.9 billion financial projections against the fragile human element making it all possible. The technology is absolutely there, the hype is undeniably there, but the tightrope they are walking is incredibly thin. Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought for you. Can you engineer a cultural phenomenon without breaking the people who build it? That is the true hidden cost of creating the biggest entertainment product in history. A game of this magnitude isn't just software, it's a complex collision of art, extreme corporate strategy, and human endurance. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll see you next time.